Good afternoon, one and all. This is Sharon with Inky Spirits. Today I am stepping outside of my comfort zone of alcohol ink and going into acrylic paint pouring. I have seen some beautiful, amazing art pieces using this medium, and I thought, I've got to give this a try. So I have been watching hours and hours of YouTube videos, and I have to say, it is just amazing, and I couldn't wait any longer. I was so nervous about doing this because, you are your own worst critic, and I knew that my first piece was just going to be awful. So as I'm watching these videos, there's some great beginner videos. Some of the channels that I have been watching, Gilly Cube is my favorite. I just love and adore watching her. She's just fun to watch, and you can just see the love that she has for this medium. She's out of Australia, so definitely check out her YouTube channel, and she's also on Facebook. Another one that I watch that has beautiful work is Heather Mader. She does both alcohol. I started watching her because she does alcohol ink as well. But I saw a couple of her videos where she also does the acrylic paint pouring. Does beautiful work. And then there's another great channel on YouTube for beginners. And I'm glad I found it and came across it. It's called Left Brained Artist. And he's been doing these acrylic pourings for a couple years now, and he started a channel just for beginners to learn, like myself, learn from their mistakes or from their suggestions or their ideas. So it's a great channel, and one of his videos was take what you have around the house and just give it a go. So that's what I'm doing today. I went into my craft room and pulled out some acrylic paints that I have. I have a ton of acrylic paints from when I do my creepy dolls. So I went ahead and grabbed some of those, which I thought were, better quality paints. And I took some Elmer's white glue and some warm water. So that is all my mixture is. So this is going to be a simple one. This isn't something that I expect to go into a museum or even to sell for that matter. This is my practice. So a little bit about my mixes. So I took, this one is, I cannot remember the brand, but it's just a simple base white acrylic. And I mixed in 1 part acrylic paint and 1 to 2 parts glue, and then a little bit of warm water. And I went for a thin consistency, especially on the white, because I'm using that on my bottom. And I put the white down first to help the other colors move around when I put them on there and start tilting it to move it. So the white is going to be my base, and I may also, if I have enough, put it in between some layers. So I try to go with some colors that would go well together. So, and then wouldn't muddy up if they blended. So they're all kind of in the same family. So what I did was I have this beautiful Caribbean blue. This is basic, Acrylic Paint Basics is what the brand was called. And it's really thick paint. So I put 1 part paint to 2 parts glue. So I would say there's probably a 1/4 ounce of paint and then about a 1/2 ounce of glue. And then a couple splashes of water until I got the right consistency. And there's different ways to check the consistency. One is just by drizzling it, and you'll see like a mound start to form. If the mound stays there, it's too thick. If it goes away right away, then you probably have the right consistency for especially a Dutch pour like we're doing today. So that's like the Caribbean blue. This one is magenta, same brand of paint. All these colors are the same brand. Beautiful pink. Lovely. And then, of course, we have my favorite color, purple. And then we have, I decided to go, I couldn't decide whether to do silver or gold, but this gold just looked so beautiful. So we're going to give the gold a try. And then we have, I thought it would be a nice contrast to put a little bit of black in there. And then if I have enough white, I'm going to put white in there as well between the layers. So this is my canvas. It's just a simple white canvas. It's not pre-treated. So with your acrylic arts, I don't believe your canvas needs to be treated. So it's just this is an 8x10. I get my canvases over at Michael's when they go on sale. I had initially purchased a bunch of canvases for my alcohol ink. So I took that as a sign to go ahead and try your to do the acrylic paints. So what I've got here, my little setup here is I have a Lazy Susan, which is going to help me spin this around if I need to. And then I wanted to level it a little bit, so I put a bowl down, which I guess I don't really need because I ended up using the box instead. So I don't really need the bowl, so never mind that. But I got this little box, just found a little box to give this a little bit of level. And I'm pretty sure that that's level. I don't have a level to double check it, but this is just practice anyway, so we're gonna give it a go. Some other tools that I have here ready to go. I have puppy pads down on my bench, and this is gonna pick up the ink as it pours over the side. I'm gonna get that over there. Should probably center this more because paint's gonna go everywhere. So I think I'm gonna put my paints over here, and I'm gonna move up a little bit. Sorry, I should have had this ready before, but I'll move you up as well so you can see and watch. Okay, I think that's going to be good, and it's going to catch my paint. Also, I have a little blowtorch here, and I can use that when I'm done pouring my paint to get rid of any excess bubbles. So if I don't use that, I also have an embossing gun that I can use that heats up really super hot. So I can use that as well. So, are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, I'm ready. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some white first as a base. And I don't care if I get paint on this box. It was going out in the recycle anyways. So I want to put enough white to cover, and I don't have a fancy slider, so I'm just going to use my hands. Suppose I could. Okay, this may be a little, so I'm just gonna, ooh, it's a little chunky. Wonder why it's chunky. But this is a practice, so I'll try not to get my hands in the way here. So I'm just putting a base of white to help the paints move. And I don't know why this is chunky, but I'm going to try to move those chunky pieces out. Don't know. Maybe I didn't stir it well enough. But this is the learning curve. But like I said, this isn't your normal acrylic. You're going to hear me make that mistake a lot because I'm used to alcohol inks. This isn't your normal acrylic paint. So all right, so I am just taking these chunky pieces. Don't know. And make sure I have enough on the paper to move the ink around. All right, I'm just kind of wiping my hands off. Thank goodness for puppy pads. All right. Okay, so looks like I'm going to have some white left over, which is great. All right, just... All right. Okay, the moment of truth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see, I don't have a lot of white left over. You know what? I'm going to pour what white I have in there just because I have some left over. Put that as a layer. And what I'm doing is what's called a Dutch pour. So I'm layering colors in a cup, just another cup. And you can layer them all different kinds of ways, but I'm just gonna layer them right on top of each other. No particular rhyme or reason. I'm gonna do 2 layers of each color. So let's see, purple, let's do the magenta on top of that. That may make, you know what, I'm gonna put a little bit of black. Just a really light layer because I don't want my magenta and blue to make this purple. So we might go, let's do gold. No rhyme or reason on this. I want to save enough paint to be able to do 2 layers. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead with the magenta. See, these aren't chunky, which is nice. So I got my magenta. I hope you guys can kind of sort of see what I'm doing. Guess I could get that more into frame. All right, let me put a little bit more. Okay. And let's do another, let's see. Don't have any more whites in there. I'm hoping the white makes it kind of pop. I knew I needed white for the base, but I don't think I was really counting on using it as a contrast, but I figure that might be a good idea. All right, so let's see. I haven't put any purple in there, so let's do that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a pretty purple. Love me some purple. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do some more gold. Now I'm kind of ready to do the second layer, so I'm going to do some gold. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. I'm going to save maybe some gold for the top. Let's do our Caribbean blue. It's crazy when you watch some of these videos. They do this thing where they do this layer in the cup and then they turn the cup upside down. And then it makes this amazing technique. Okay, I have no idea if I'm putting enough paint in there. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put some black. Okay. And I'm going to do some more magenta. I have lots of magenta. cover up that black. This is the boring parts of the video, is watching, but it's so exciting when you get to the part where you're pouring it on your canvas. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the last of my gold. Sure hope this turns out. I'm very, very excited, very, very nervous, but I definitely wanted to document it. I know there's other people out there that are probably nervous about trying this, and because if you watch some videos, there's some amazing, amazing artists. All right, I'm going to put the rest of the purple. I know it seems like a lot of paint, which I may have done too much paint. All right, so I have no more white. Just wondering if I can get just a touch for a little contrast. I am out in my garage because I have this nice, beautiful bench to do this art in. I'm going to stick my fingers in there. Feel like there's plenty of white that I can't get to. All right. Wipe that. Okay. And maybe a little bit of black. Not too much. So I pretty much used all my colors. There's about this much paint. So let's give it a go. All right, I'm gonna try to center this. I'm gonna move my cups out of the way. I'm gonna wash these and reuse these cups. They're plastic. The cups are the spoons are plastic. So I'm gonna try. Okay, fingers crossed. All right, here we go. This is a Dutch pour. Now, if I wanted to, I could take a spoon and kind of give it a little stir. I don't want to muddy it up either. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see these colors. There's a lot of black. There comes the pinks. Oh my gosh. There's the blues. Oh my gosh. I can tell you my canvas is not even on here, but it's moving very nicely around. I want to get the edges without muddying it. Ooh. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about that in the center there, but I will show you all when I'm done moving it around. It's not a horrible first attempt, but I should have kept. All right. I don't want to get paint all over. I'm going to go on the other side and wipe my hands because I ran out of room over here. I'm just going to wipe some of this excess paint off my fingers. Okay. Hi. I'm hooked. Okay. Okay, so I'm not crazy about oh my gosh, my hands are all slippery. Okay, I'm gonna have to take my, that's what's so nice about acrylic paints, is that easy cleanup. All right. Okay. This is getting rid of those air pockets, and it's gonna create some cells too. Cells are, I'll show you when I show you the piece. Cells are these dots you see. I'm not worried about getting my hands dirty. I just want the edge to be nice and pretty. Okay. Acrylics are so nice because I know that they will clean off with soap and water. So I'm just going to try to slide this off here for a second because I want to move this around. I am not happy with that center. So I'm just, right now, that's what I'm looking at. So I don't like that center, but I love this around here. These little things like right here, this little dot, that is a cell. So I'm just going to move this around until I like getting rid of that. I don't like that. Thankfully, I had enough paint. So I'm just going to move it around a bit. This is the messy part. And if I was doing a commission piece for a customer, I would have this taped off on the back. So getting rid of all that excess paint. I don't want to drop that. So, and that actually might be pretty painted back there. So, all right, this is looking better. I just love that up there. I love, love, love that. Not crazy about that. I might have put too much black in this, but I'm going to play with this and move it around a bit. I'm going to get rid of that excess paint. I kind of like that now. I can tell by looking at it, there's a couple globs on there, but I'm getting rid of. This is so exciting. I can't tell you how exciting this is for me. All right, I'm going to move this box out of the way now. And I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on. Okay. I am not going to be able to pause this, I don't think. So I don't want to. I'm gonna try to take my gloves to pick up. I just kind of ruined that. But I will definitely take videos. I love it. I love it. I am so excited and so happy I did this. I am ecstatic. I am really, really happy about this. So I'm gonna let this dry. And the other thing, which is nice, See, I got my sides are all covered, which is nice. This is a little sloppy over here, but I have extra paint here. So what I'm gonna do, actually I could dip it in this one or I could dip it in that one. I'm gonna take do the same over here. And it gives it a prettier look. I'm gonna, there we go. Oh my gosh, people, I wish I could show this to you. I'm gonna have a little bit of paint in there. I'm gonna put on this edge here to cover up that one little spot. Oh my gosh. I don't want to touch it. Okay, this is now officially my I'm hoping that's not the canvas right there. Just in case, I'm going to bring the paint over here again. And make sure I cover that up. So I don't have much paint on there and it is drying. So, I love that. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. I love it. I love, love, love it. For my very first piece, I'm so, so happy with it. I mean, I really thought it was going to be a big old muddy mess. What I don't know is I'm going to pull up. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, I'm so, so happy. So, so happy. Sorry for the silence, but I'm just kind of focusing on areas I need to touch up. So I got all this beautiful paint. And I want to make sure I get it see, I don't want that to happen. That is my canvas coming through. So I don't know if that means I didn't put enough. Go ahead and I know, I guess that means I didn't put enough paint is what I'm guessing. So this may ruin it. That may have ruined it. I want this to get into that corner, so I'm going to hold it here for a second. Don't pay attention to that side. Maybe I could hold it like this. Just God forbid, I don't want that to. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. If I could get anything out of here. No, maybe it's telling me I don't need to do that. Okay. I am pretty damn happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. I will take some photos of this, and then I'm going to let it sit for a day or two, see how it does. I'm going to journal my trying to do the bright color. I'm going to journal my ratios that I used and what paints I used, and I love these cells. Keep messing with it. It's so hard to just walk away. It really is hard to just walk away. I feel like that upper corner kind of got ruined, but I don't know if you can see that, and I don't know how well the lighting is in this garage. I have the door open, but if I had a balloon, I would probably try the balloon method, the balloon kiss, which Heather Mater is famous for. She makes such beautiful, and Gilly, that's her favorite. Gilly Cube is, she loves her balloon kisses. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it, and I'm gonna walk away. So I did it, and I'm happy with the colors. They're absolutely beautiful. It's a little dark, but you can see the blue and the purple. The black is not overpowering. I'm glad I put the white in there. The magenta is just a very light streaks of it, and you can see where it mixed with the white and got a little pinkish. It's just, it looks like a gem, like if you one of those gem rocks, those that when you cut it, like the amethyst, that you break it open and it's got layers of beautiful colors.